welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Washington Nationals.
If you enjoy my content, please like and subscribe and comment and become a member today.
See the big bat in the lineup so far this year. Gil Hodges leads the team at OPS, so he's the guy that looks to slug and basically make things happen for them offensively.
Just a machine in terms of production at the plate. He'll take his walks, he'll barrel up the baseball, he'll hit the ball in the gaps, he'll hit the ball over the fence. So talk about a guy going good.
So just about set now. And on the mound in this one, Randy Johnson, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the history of baseball.
True legend in this game with over 300 career wins. Always a joy to watch him go to work. It's effortless out there. Doesn't wear his emotions on his sleeve. Doesn't know when he's high or when he's low.
Ready to go? Now it's the second baseman, Jackie Robinson. Strike one.
0-1's the count.
Next offering upstairs.
Right through there for a strike. Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
And that's off the inside edge. 2-2.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
That one hit to right. Harper makes the grab, one down. Here's the Dodgers lineup now. And a big part of it, a guy with a great track record, Freddie Freeman.
Thank you for the follow-up, VAKGTR.
Moments. I mean, he's such a consistent hitter. You got to love watching him in those situations, and hopefully we'll get a chance to see that in this one.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
And now 2-1. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. One out, base is empty. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike three.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch, tailing away from the hitter, rolling away with some good action at the end. Even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous two-strike pitch.
Shohei Ohtani, the next to hit, takes ball one. Up the middle, boots it. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
Right fielder, Gil Hodges.
So man aboard. Now it's the right fielder, Gil Hodges. That's in there. Strike one. Step off throw to first. And he's out. And they got him. That ends the inning. No score as we head to the bottom of the first. Back here in Nationals Park. Today's starting pitcher, Blake Snell. And Singy, he's one of the most dominant arms in all of baseball.
Comes into this start sporting a lifetime ERA just over 3. He's been pretty great for most of his big league career. Can't wait to watch him in this one.
And now for Washington, Vladimir Guerrero. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Snell, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slurve, a changeup, and he works in a slider. In the dirt, 2 balls, no strikes. That's a little bit low. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. And there's the automatic.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
Up now for Washington, Tim Raines. On the ground. Into the outfield, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
First and second, no outs. Bryce Harper digging in for the Nationals. Swings through that.
0-1.
Just off the inside edge. And there's a ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Down the line, and it's foul. Battling here as he fouls it away. First and second, no outs here in the second game of the series. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Now this one gets away from the catcher. So on the wild pitch, 2 guys advance.
Well, Boog, it's already been a tough start to this inning as it is, and that wild pitch is going to make things even tougher. 2 men in the scoring position now, still with nobody out. So this really becomes a strikeout situation on the mound.
And down on strikes he goes. Huge strikeout there.
Really good battle right there, and that final pitch probably could have gone either way. He was hoping he'd get ball 4. Instead, the umpire rings him off for the backwards K.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Walker getting ready to hit. Golden opportunity right here. And the slider just misses. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. One runs in. Now a second crosses the plate, and they lead by 2. Not sure if too many people have been paying attention to it quite yet, Siggy, but that extends his hit streak to 11 now.
Well, I know he knows about it, even if a lot of our viewers don't. And this is when it's clear it's no fluke. 11 games in a row. Man, that's when even the hitting coach starts to leave you alone. You're going so good that nobody wants to mess it up.
And now it's going to be Gary Carter. Walker over at first with one away. That one the other way. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down.
Batting 6.
As we take a look at the Nationals lineup. All right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
So 2 down now, and here is Ryan Dozier.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
There's a strike.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Hernandez makes the catch, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Second inning coming up from our nation's capital. It's the Nationals 2 and the Dodgers nothing. Back in Washington, D.C., top of the second, and now the right fielder, Gil Hodges. Johnson, a 6'10 lefty, more than 300 wins in his career, and of course has a Cy Young to his credit. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
He was all over that one. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
And next for L.A., Adrian Beltre. He was hitless in 4 at-bats yesterday. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Runner at first with no outs here. Check swing, called strike.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
And now the lefty. He goes down looking.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Here's Mookie now. Fastball for a strike.
Betts is definitely one of those guys that excels at everything he does, Boog. In terms of baseball, he can do it all. He's won World Series, batting titles, Gold Gloves, and everything else you can think of.
Yeah, big swing and a miss. Carl Dixon working the plate in this one.
You know, we often hear and talk about umpires being a pitcher's umpire, but Boog Dixon maybe a little bit more hitter-friendly than most. He's kind of tight on the corners, so we'll see if that comes into play at all in this one.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Oh, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Hernandez matched a homer in his last game. First pitch, and he just misses. And another ball.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
That's ball 3.
Will Smith waits on deck. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Smith.
First and second, 2 outs. Smith will hit next. Misses again, 5 in a row. Johnson, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. There's a swing and a miss.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the game in high leverage situations, you've got to be able to get the swing and miss and put hitters away.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Two outs. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So they strand a pair. Down to the bottom of the second. It's the Nationals 2 and the Dodgers nothing. Bottom of the inning, and the batter will be the shortstop, C.J. Abrams.
Shortstop, C.J. Abrams.
Abrams launched a homer in his most recent game. Next offering is fouled back. That's a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Third baseman, Ahmed Rosario.
So digging in, Ahmed Rosario. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you...
Next offering misses. 2-0. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely. And I think if push came to...
Runner takes off, bounce to third. Throw on to Freeman. That's one out, the bottom of the second.
Batting ninth, center fielder, Jacob Young.
And stepping in is the speedy Jacob Young.
He's done a great job making contact recently. Hits in each of the last 6 games.
First pitch misses. that's outside. Swing and a miss. That's strike one.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Swings through that one for strike two.
2-2 count.
Got him looking. Two gone.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
And now here's the Nationals leadoff man, Vladimir Guerrero. He reached on a walk his first time. That one catches the zone. That's strike one. Abrams at second with two down. Just missed. Man on second, two down. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Oh, right to the backstop. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third.
He just hasn't had it in this one. Been fighting himself out there, and that's just another example of it. We'll see if he can find it at all while he's still out there.
Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Now he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
To the right side. Robinson whips it to first. And that is that. One hit, one left. We head on now to the top of the third. It's the Nationals 2 and the Dodgers nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman.
Tommy Edman.
Johnson back to work. That one at the knees for a strike.
And this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Oh, 0-2 now. And ball one.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
That one way inside.
2 strikes. Three balls, 2 strikes.
That one down the line, and that's just foul. Ground ball right side. Steps on first for the out.
Up next for the Dodgers, second baseman Jackie Robinson.
So the batting order turns over. Here's the second baseman, Jackie Robinson. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
In for a strike, 0-1. Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely, if he's doing damage. Now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But, yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
2 outs, base is empty. Here is Freddie Freeman. That's in there, and that's strike 1.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
That one missing inside. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Next pitch is outside. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Nationals 2 and the Dodgers nothing. As we go to the last of the third. Now the number 2 hitter, Tim Raines. First offering, and it just misses. Just missed.
2-0.
Check swing, called strike.
Aye. 2-2 the count.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Up next for
Here
the
is Bryce Harper.
Right
Struck
fielder,
out looking at his first at bat.
When he steps into the batter's box, the comfort level looks so high. It doesn't matter what kind of delivery that pitcher has, what kind of velocity, what kind of secondary stuff. He is so settled in there. He owns the home plate area.
Breaking ball misses down and away. Outside with a breaking ball.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
The 2-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
3-2 now. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Stays alive. Right through there, got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. So next will be the 4-hole hitter for the Nationals, Larry Walker. He drove in 2 with a single his first time up. That clips the zone. It's 0-1. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Inside. Going to count 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Pitch misses there. Now 2-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And the Nationals gone in order as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
And that's off the outside edge, and that's ball 1. Fouled off. He was late.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
And a swing and a miss there.
Second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Ohtani checks his swing. Appeal down to third. No swing. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And now here is Gil Hodges. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That's off the mark, and it's 1-0.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
That's in there, and it's 1-2. The Dodgers trailing by 2, top half of inning number 4.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touched it.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He flexes his power with that swing. Home run number 5 on the season, and they've got their first run. It's 2-1. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
There's a swing and a drive. That one hops against the fence. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
One out, runner at second. Here's Mookie Betts. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. On the inside corner for a strike. Beltre, the runner at second with one away. Betts chasing that time.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Into the outfield, base hit. Into third now. So runners at the corners and one out.
Now
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Two on, one out. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez walked his first time. A little bit high. 1-0.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. That one missed.
After giving up that home run earlier, it just doesn't seem like he wants to challenge him.
And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at third, 1 out, couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up. And that's where good teams, they go to. They operate on this level of next man up. That mentality is what causes them to win series, get into the postseason. That helps keep the energy and morale high in the dugout.
Smith up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. Runners on first and third. 2 away. Now 1-1. Swing and a foul out of play.
The healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
That one is absolutely belted. One runs in, bangs off the wall. Betts headed for the plate. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning. They get 2 and draw even again. On now to the bottom of the 4th. We are tied 2-2. And we're back. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Gary Carter. And the first offering, a fastball for a strike. Right through there for a strike. Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Standing in is the power hitting second baseman, Ryan Dozier. Fouled off down the right side. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Center field. Edman in position. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, shortstop, C.J.
Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. And he's already singled in this game. And the first offering is not close. Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. The shortstop takes the ball. Next offering is in for a strike. Lifted in the air, right center field. Flashes the leather on the run and catch. And that'll do it. No runs, no hits, no errors. We've played 4. We are tied 2-2. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. On the corner for a strike, and it's 0-1. Edman, a former Gold Glove winner, 29 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Fastball for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Got him looking. That's his 8th strikeout of the game.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. Got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Jackie Robinson steps to the plate for the Dodgers. That one fouled off. One down, base is empty. And that one fouled off. And the 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Next to the dish is Freddie, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. There's a strike.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
They say it went.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. 2 outs, base is empty. Up and in, 1-2 to count.
Got close to the immaculate inning, and he just couldn't find the zone right there. When you think about it, 9 straight strikes, so tough to do.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he strikes out the side for the 2nd time today. So they make short work of him there. Home half of the 5th coming up. We are tied 2-2. Back here in Nationals Park, here's the third baseman, Ahmed Rosario.
Ahmed Rosario.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
1-1.
Next one in the dirt. And there's a ball.
3.
And there's the strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. On the ground to third. Throws to first. One up, one down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jacob Young.
Jacob Young digs in now. Caught looking his first time up. Swings and misses. 0-1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Base is empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. Snellzilla picks up the strikeout.
Oh, there he gets the slider in on his hands, and it just eats him off. It's hard to get the bat around on a pitch like that in tight. You just feel like you're crowded on the inside part of the plate. Can't get any extension. That's what he definitely should have laid off of.
So the lineup flips over. Vladimir Guerrero, the next to hit. That misses the zone. Ball one. Strike one.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
That one missed. Just missed. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Hodges makes the grab on the run. Through 5. All even at 2-2. Top 6.
Leading off for the
Shohei
Dodgers,
Ohtani up
the
to the
designated
dish.
hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
Johnson back to work. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And in foul ground, he pulls it down. 1 out.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate.
Now
Had pretty good
right
timing on it.
fielder,
Just
Gil
got underneath
Hodges.
it a little bit and popped it up.
And the batter now, Gil Hodges. He's already homered in this game. That one inside.
That's inside.
And that is ball one. All tied up, and we're the top half of the 6th.
That's outside.
That
That's
one
ball 3.
misses, and now 3-1. Breaking ball through there for a strike.
3-2.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And down on strikes. And he keeps putting up the Ks. That's number 11.
Now batting third baseman.
And up
Adrian
next for Los
Beltre.
Angeles, Adrian Beltre. 1 for 2. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Pedro Martinez preparing to come on if needed. Poche getting loose as well. 2 outs. And it's 1-1. Outside.
Out.
And that's
Oh, that's
outside.
out.
And that's ball 3. Mookie Betts up next. That one ripped but foul. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Two down, nobody on. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one back there. Gone. And they slide in front in the 6th. It's 3-2.
He ran the count full and saved his best swing for last. That was a battle, and he won. I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Randy Johnson won't go any further, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for the
Pedro
Nationals.
Martinez comes on
Number
now.
45.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's Mookie to hit. Just missed. And it's even up.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And Mookie takes. Fly ball to right. Harper ranging after it. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now a 3-2 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Back in Washington, D.C. Well, we go bottom 6. Now the left fielder, Tim Raines.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
And that is out of play.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Next pitch is outside. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Check swing, appeal to first. Yes, he did. Down he goes on strikes.
Now batting.
And here comes the Dodgers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Blake Snell out of the game, and he was a tough nut to crack. Pretty stingy from start to finish. Back with the new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for
They hand the ball over to a new arm, Alex Vesia.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Bryce Harper to the plate. 0 for 2 in this one.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Ball 1 to Bryce. And that's a little bit high. And that's ball 2.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because word will get around the league in a hurry.
Next to hit, Larry Walker. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. Ball 1 low. And another ball.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Just missed. Gary Carter in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Two down, nobody on here in the bottom of the 6th. Gets a piece and stays alive. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Good job to fight that one off.
Also really good at bat. What I like about him, the ability to foul off tough pitches.
9th pitch of the at bat due next. Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
And that one is lifted in the air. Edman makes the catch, inning over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We're through 6 full. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Nationals 2.
if I fall off, I might just die. I need rap like I need fresh air. I'm held under by the world, and I'm way too scared.
Top of inning number 7, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez. Martinez, a multi-Cy Young Award winner. He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a curve, and he works in a 2-seamer. And that one clips the corner.
1-1.
Fly ball down the line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out.
Now
and there's one
catcher,
down.
Will Smith.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. First pitch just misses. Base is empty, one away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Foul ball there. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
In the dirt, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Got him. And there's 2 away.
Now batting.
And here comes Tommy Edman. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Right side. Dozier handles, throws to first, and they get Edman for the out. And that'll do it. So they go quietly there, midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Nationals 2. So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Evan Phillips.
Evan Phillips.
Gary Carter digging in for the Nationals.
Catcher Gary Carter.
And that one misses up and in. Ball 1. In the zone for a strike. That was the sweeper.
1-1.
And a count 1-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Fastball is outside.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And fouled off.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Check swing. Now a look down to first. No, he held up. And here's a 3-2. And a swing and a miss. And that's the first out. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Next to hit for the Nats, Ryan Dozier. There's a strike.
0-1's the count.
Trying to hold a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. That one to first. Freeman takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2.
Up next,
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
C.J. Abrams digging in for the Nationals. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Makes the catch, and that will end the inning.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Nationals.
back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Colin Poche. This is his 5th appearance of the year. Jackie Robinson now at the plate. 0 for 3 in this one.
Robinson.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, an at bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike 1 here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
And now the count is even.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Way upstairs, and it's 2-2. And misses inside. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or
Now
for the
batting,
ump to help
the
him out and
first
make a
baseman,
call with that
Freddie
last
Freeman.
pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. In there for strike 1. Activity in the Washington bullpen. Kyle Finnegan looks to be getting ready for Dave Martinez. Law also getting ready. Robinson on at first. Nobody out. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Liner, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Now batting,
All over that one right there.
designated hitter,
He got that front
Shohei
foot down,
Ohtani.
and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
First and second, no outs. Here's Shohei Ohtani. Strike on the outside. It's 0-1.
0-1.
And Poche ready to work. Fouled off left side. And takes low for ball 1. First and second, no outs, and we're in the top of the 8th. Outside low, 2-2. Swings and misses. First out in the top of the 8th.
Way out in front of that inside pitch there. Just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with 2 strikes. You want to let the ball travel. Make sure you recognize it. Try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think even more so, you question the 2-strike approach.
Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Gil Hodges. He's already homered here in this one. First pitch misses.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Next offering is in for a strike. Two on, 1 out. And a count 1-2.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Runners at first and second with 1 gone.
Ball inside.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Here's the 2-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Way inside, gets out of the way.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter at this point in the ball game. You know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3. It's a double play, and that'll do it for the inning.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn, and they're out of this jam.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Tanner Scott.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Strike 1. Action in the pen down there. Eric Gagne getting ready to go. And downstairs. Base hit right field. And they have their first base runner since the second inning.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
No outs, runner at first. Jacob Young digging in for the Nationals.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Betts, the flip to second, to first, not in time. Great effort there.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Vladimir Guerrero digging in for the Nationals. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
With the go-ahead run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that one fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
The next offering misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
And a swing and a miss. And there's 2 away.
Now batting,
Tim Raines digging in for the Nationals. 1 for 3.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
2 outs. You see the velocity 97 with that fastball. On the ground, right side, and foul ball. That misses, and the count is 1-2.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Young off of first with 2 away. Hit on the ground to short. Dives, and he can't hang on. No throw, and they don't get an out on the play. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
And now here is Harper. Just off the inside edge. Two on, 2 outs.
That's ball 2.
Clips the corner, and it's 2-1. Fought off foul. Ground ball, Freddie Freeman. He takes it on his own. Inning over. That's a crucial missed opportunity. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Through 8 full, it's the Dodgers 3 and the Nationals 2.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back. It's the top of the
Nationals.
9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound.
67.
Kyle Finnegan.
Kyle Finnegan.
Well, 1-run game. Now the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. This guy, one of the best contact men in the sport as well. Outstanding on the defensive end. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And 1-1. Late with the swing there.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Betts stands in now and watches strike 1.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Top of the zone for a called strike.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
And that misses. And that's ball 1.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Turns and fires to Betts. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Next offering is downstairs.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that one popped in the air, left field. Young. And there are 2 outs.
Now batting, left fielder Teoscar Hernandez.
Here's the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the 9th, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
That misses the zone. 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
Slapped foul. Two down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. Misses outside. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. In the air out towards right center. Young on his way over. Makes the grab after a long run. And that's the 3rd out. Offense held in check there. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Nationals 2.
Now pitching for
Welcome
Los
back,
Angeles.
And here comes the closer,
38.
Eric Gagne.
Now this is an extremely confident pitcher. He loves the pressure. Actually likes the 1-run game better than a comfortable 3-run save opportunity because that's when he pitches his best.
And now the first baseman, Larry Walker.
A lot of times you're looking for a guy to get that tie-in run on base, but because of the power, you want him to tie up the game with 1 swing here.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. Inside, just missed. Swings and misses. Now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Good eye right there.
That's a really good take.
One-run game, bottom 9. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. A huge out to start the bottom of the 9th.
A pretty good break on the curveball right there. Maybe not as down in the zone as he would have liked, but deceptive enough to get that swing and miss. And if you don't catch that pitch out front on the barrel, it bears in on you pretty hard.
Here's the catcher to hit, Gary Carter. Just missed. trying to close out a 1-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. On the ground to the left. Throw on to Freeman, and they're down to their last out.
That's why you hunt the lines on the corners late in the ball game like this. Positioned perfectly.
And now up for Washington, Brian Dozier, as the Nationals are down to their final out. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Way high.
Got a ball, 1 strike.
They're down to their final strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 strike away. Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Battling here as he fouls it away. One, two now. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, this was a total team effort, using 6 pitchers in this ball game to get the win. Outstanding job of passing the baton. The next pitcher stepping up and getting it done. You got to give them a lot of credit because this is not easy to do. We'll see how it affects them over the next couple of days.
3-2 the final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon. And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Washington Nationals. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And Chris, a couple of rookies getting to start in the mound in this one.
Yeah, guys are always trying to prove themselves, and I think one way of separating yourself from people in your class is outperforming that guy on the other side, and I think that's what we're going to see in this one for sure.
So almost ready to get underway, and on the hill in this one, Mitchell Parker. What do we need to know here?
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
Ready to go now? Now it's the second baseman, Jackie Robinson. Trying to bunt his way on. Bare hand grab, and they get the out.
You're out.
Let's take a look at our lineup. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
Here comes the 2024 World Series MVP to the plate. Freddie Freeman was good all postseason, but man, the World Series was something else.
Yeah, probably the easiest MVP choice of any World Series, which is especially impressive with the amount of superstars on the Dodgers. Freeman tied a World Series record with 12 RBIs, and we'll never forget that walk-off grand slam in Game 1.
That just misses, and the count 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Chop to the left side. Freeman is out. There's 2 away.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Shohei
2 down,
Ohtani.
base is empty. And now the DH, Shohei Ohtani. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. And that extends the inning. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Gil Hodges. Homered last night, added another hit as well. Step off, throw to first. Ohtani back in. Cut on and lifted in the air. Harper ranging after it. Drops into the glove, and that is that. So the Dodgers leave one, and now the Nats get their first opportunity. There's no score. Back after this on the show. And we're back. And taking the ball for the Dodgers, Big Tyler Glasnow. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Yeah, very respectable numbers last year, a sub 350 ERA, and you know, guys like that, you may think, well, they're elite pitchers that are pitching sub 2s, they're dominating, but when you can have that kind of consistency, you know you have a chance to win the ball game every time he takes the mound. So, you know, good season last year, opportunity for him to go out there and repeat it this year, possibly even improve. But I tell you what, if this guy's pitching for me and I'm playing in the outfield, I'm loving every minute of it.
Just off the outside edge, and the count even 1-1. swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. Hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
And now it's Ahmed Rosario. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
With Glasnow pitching today, I think about how intimidating it must be to face this guy. He's not just a tall pitcher. He's a 6'8" flamethrower, and that's not a comfortable experience for any lineup. Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
That just misses. Ball two.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Here's Bryce Harper. 0 for 4 in the loss yesterday. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
Just missed.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Man at first, one away. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of this stretch after giving up a leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts. So they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Larry Walker will hit next. That's in for a strike. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
Rip towards third. Tosses to first. That ends the frame. Second inning coming up from our nation's capital. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now, Adrian Beltre. Beltre, a multi-Gold Glove Award winner, 33 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. In the air to left center. Young makes the grab, one away.
Batting sixth, shortstop,
Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Strike two.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Turns and fires the bets. And that's in the dirt. And that's ball one. Ground ball to the right side. And that's just foul. One out, bases empty. That missed by a lot. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
And that one handled in plenty of time to first, and Betts is gone.
Batting 7th, left fielder Teoscar Hernandez.
2 outs, base is empty. And now Teoscar Hernandez. And first offering is fouled off. Two outs, base is empty. Swings and misses, struck him out. Dodgers down in order. Go to the bottom of the second, no score. Back here in Nationals Park, bottom of the second, digging in, Gary Carter.
One thing that stands out is the rookie's ability to generate doubles. It's early, but he's already collected a few extra base hits this season.
Glass now, back to work. Outside, and it's 1-0. Next offering is fouled back.
Had some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far moving the ball around nicely.
Here's a 1-1. Fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Just a really nice job of turning on that pitch and smoking it down the line. And there's no one playing there, so once it drops in fair, you're on your way to extra bases. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now Brian Dozier. And that drops in for a strike. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Bottom half of inning number 2. And it's fouled off. Foul ball, still 0-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one
Batting
away.
seventh,
Boog gets talked
left
about a lot,
fielder,
but a
James
good high
Wood.
fastball in a two-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
James Wood, batting with one down, takes a strike.
That slider breaking in can be a tricky pitch. If you don't finish it and have that bite at the end and it stays out over the plate, it can get hit a long way. But that was a good one right there.
Joe McDonald doing the home plate duties here.
Well, Joe's an interesting one. I'm always trying to figure out what exactly his zone is. It feels like it kind of moves around from game to game, sometimes inning to inning.
Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. Yeah, I think that's fair. I don't think he's ever way off with his balls and strikes, but yeah, I don't think it's easy to define what his zone is, like you said. Got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Most guys are very aggressive when they see the stakes out there on the base paths and can't understand why he wasn't ready to swing the bat. You've got to be ready to swing the bat in a situation like that with the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Here's C.J. Abrams now. 2 for 6 so far in the series. There's a strike. Man at second. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. No runs, 1 hit, a double, no errors, and 1 man left. We played 2 full. We're tied, 0-0. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. That one fouled hard the other way. On the ground to third. Fair ball.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Tommy Edman at the plate. And a foul ball. Smith gets his lead at first with nobody out. Runner on the go. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Now batting, second baseman Jackie Robinson.
Back to the top of the lineup, Jackie Robinson digs in now. 0 for 1 so far. Here's the pitch. Run around the goal. This one in the air right field. Harper has a beat on it. Calls it in, 2 away. Here's Freddie Freeman now.
First
He's
baseman,
0 for 1.
Freddie Freeman.
And a strike in there. And it's 1-1.
Down.
And there's a ball.
2-1.
Check swing, and he went. And that is strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging on the curveball. 3rd out, that ends the frame. So they can't do anything with the leadoff single there. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. No score. Back in Washington, D.C. And now here's the speed threat. Outfielder Jacob Young. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Next offering upstairs.
2-2.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Guerrero in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Everything came together for him. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And stepping in is the speedy Ahmed Rosario. Run around the move, pitch in for a strike. Throw to second, tag, and they got him. Still tied at 0, last of the 3rd. Now a check swing, but he held up.
In this situation, as the number 2 hitter, 2 out, nobody on, you want to be a table setter. Work the at-bat, get deep, whatever it takes, get on first base.
Late on that fastball.
So hard to touch.
One ball,
Being at the
two
top of
strikes.
the zone, 99, 98, even 97. As pitchers do such a good job of teasing that part of the zone, just elevating a little bit. It looks good because you see it for a good while as a hitter. Looks juicy, and by the time you swing, it's almost in the catcher's mitt.
Glass now, ready and deals.
Ball.
Swing and a miss. Glass now with the strikeout. Nationals go quietly, and we're still knotted at 0. And we're back
Leading off
onto the
for the
fourth.
Dodgers,
Here's
the
a big
designated
power
hitter,
threat.
Shohei
Shohei Ohtani.
Ohtani.
And that one wrapped foul.
You know, these Dodgers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
And a foul ball. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything,
Now
you
batting,
feel
right
no
fielder,
need to
Will
challenge
Hodges.
inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Hodges
No,
in
outside.
now. Takes ball one off the plate. Fourth inning underway. No score. In the air, left field. Wood brings it in, and there's 2 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Beltre
Ball
takes
one.
a ball as he stands in for the second time.
1-0.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. Going back. Grabs it right up against the wall. On to the bottom of the 4th now. Still with no score. And welcome back to the
Leading off
ballpark.
for the
So here
Nationals,
is
right
Bryce
fielder,
Harper.
Bryce Harper.
First
Ball,
pitch, and
down
he
low.
just misses.
You know, these Nationals, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and
Ball
I don't
two.
think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play.
Robinson whips it
He's
to
out.
first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Now
Well, he's
batting,
doing a nice
the
job
first
of
baseman,
keeping the ball
Larry
out of the air,
Walker.
lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Larry Walker, the next to hit. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. He was late there, strike 1.
Well, he threw that fastball
0-1.
right by him, gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
Swinging a foul straight back. And that one is in the dirt. And the count 1-2. All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. This one in the air, center field. Edman in position. makes the grab. 2 down.
Now batting, the catcher, Gary Carter.
Gary Carter digging in for the Nationals. Doubled his first time up. Pitch misses there. Ball 1.
No, that's a ball.
Looks like
Too
he's
low.
being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
As a hitter,
Two balls,
you got to learn
one
something
strike.
from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball.
Going to end it here low.
You have to be ready to do damage.
Okay, Mr. Misfit, but I ain't Mr. Fit.